Hey, yes, there we go. We are live. My hair is standing up. How's everybody doing on this Sunday? Yes, it is time for the self-love sermon that we do every Sunday. I'm gonna let that down because that's a little too high for me. So, I am your hostess with the mostest, Allison Rozelle, also known as Coach Roz. So, I just wanted to pop on and go ahead and do our self-love sermon because even though this is Super Bowl Sunday, I'm still gonna do what I do, and that's talk to you. So I hope everyone is doing well. Just let me pause a little bit so I can get my notes and stuff in front of me, and we will get this thing started momentito. So this self-love sermon is based off of a blog post that that we'll be posting later on this evening because I try to schedule the posts to come right after the self-love sermon. So I'm hoping that it should post because they've been doing good so far. So don't want to jinx it. So, this post is for our empty nester moms, single empty nester moms to be exact, because I am a single empty nester mom. I'm just trying to get this, you know how it has like a weird thing sometimes on your phone. But yeah, so yeah, this is for our empty nester moms like me. Okay, so the title of this is, okay, I've got an empty nest. Now what do I do? So raise your hand if you asked this or something like this. Don't be afraid. Be real with me, because I know somebody has asked that question. Well, I'll say for me that the empty nest was something that I couldn't wait. I could not wait for it. But at the same time, I wasn't looking forward to it. Isn't that crazy? You know, you want an empty nest while you don't want an empty nest. It's kind of a I can't say it's a catch-22, but it's just kind of like I guess an oxymoron. Let me move over because that glare is kind of getting on my nerves. There we go, that's better. So yeah, it's kind of like an oxymoron where you want it, but you don't want it. But that was where I was. Crazy, right? But it was so true. And my son, my beloved son, drove me crazy at times when I was raising him, especially in the teenage years. He tested my patience, and through all of the worrying, punishing, praying, and all that he put me through, I couldn't love him more. I couldn't love him more if I tried. He is my heart and soul. He really is. But the thought that came to me rather, a lot when he was in high school, especially when he was getting into like his junior year. That was when we started looking at culinary art schools for him. And he started taking school a lot more seriously at that point. So what the thought that kept coming to me was, oh man, he's going to be grown soon. And what will I do with all that time that I spend on him? You know, something to that effect. I mean, I was a single mom, so it was just he and I. My life was him. And when I say my life was him, I mean my life was him. My life was him because there were parent-teacher conferences, PTA meetings, football tryouts and games, orchestra recitals, homework, school projects, and then there's entertainment, like going to the movies, going to dinner, those types of things. Sorry, I feel like an eyelash is trying to go in there. But yeah, you have all this stuff, so on and so forth. And so all of my time was devoted to him. My time was devoted to making sure that the household was running, that bills were paid, that my child was fed and clothed and loved, all that. But I knew once he graduated, all of that would be done. So there was relief and a little bit of panic on my part. Panic because for the 9 months that I carried him, and no, I'm not about to sing Shirley Caesar, and the 18 years that I raised him, that was time. Yeah, that was a lot of time. And I was accustomed to doing for him. So every move I made, every decision that I made was for him, not me. My needs, my wants, my desires kind of took a back seat. And as a single mom, I knew that I'm it. His dad was involved, a little in his life. But, overall, the buck stopped here with me, mom. And then to just sit and think that I'll have free time. I won't be responsible for him anymore. And it was kind of a, oh, sweet Jesus. And I clutched my pearls like, I know I'm not alone in this feeling. So as I'm thinking about this now, before we go further, I'm not saying that when he turned 18 that I immediately kicked him out of my house or I even made him fend for himself. That's not it. It's just that I knew sooner or later, because of my son's personality and the way I raised him, sooner or later he would leave. He would leave the nest. So that was kind of an inevitable thing. He would leave. He would start his own life. And his own life didn't include me. Well, it didn't directly include me, and it doesn't directly include me. I mean, he always said, Mom, when I become a world famous chef, I'm going to buy you a house or, a big house or some other extravagant thing. And that was nice and sweet of him to always think of me in that manner. But nevertheless, it's his life. It's his. I can advise him, but it's his life. I can pray for him, but it's his life. I can help him financially from time to time, but again, it's his life. So what do I do with my life? Well, I'll tell you what you do with your life and what I'm doing with my life. You live. You live. Damn it. Live. Yes. That's what you do. You live. Live your life. I feel like I should have T.I. and Rihanna singing in the background. So live your life. Hey. I feel like that needs to be playing right now because that's what you need to do. You need to be living your life. It's your time. It's your time. I mean, seriously, think about it. You have devoted all of your love, your time, your talent, your energy, all invested on the raising and rearing of your children. So, if you've invested all of that energy in all of their lives, their 18 lives of which you were responsible for them, then it's time. Your life has given you a wonderful gift. You graduated. You don't get a cap and gown and a diploma, although we should. We really, really should get something. I mean, I'm just saying. But what a gift. To now be able to focus on what you want. I can now focus on what I want for a change. What do I want? Number one, travel. Yes, travel. Travel to those places that you can now travel to child-free. Do it. Book it. Go. What's stopping you? If you don't have the money right now, it's all to the good. Put that trip on layaway. Pay on it, but go. Number 2, I now have time to focus on my purpose, my dreams, my passion. I can pursue without the guilt of, ooh, if I do this, I'm taking away from my kids. Because you know how that goes. You put things for yourself on hold because you know as a single parent, your kids are depending on you to do everything. So since you're depending on them, or rather they're depending on you, then a lot of things that you want to do or could be doing for yourself, you have to put it on hold, or you feel like you have to put it on hold, right? And sometimes the reality is, yeah, you do. You have to put it on hold. So now that they're grown, you don't have to put it on hold no more. You can do it. So, I mean, shoot, sign up for that course so you can go get your degree. Go get that job where travel is a big part of the description that you turned down before because you knew you couldn't do all that traveling with your kids. You can do it now. Go get that job because you know it probably pays you a lot better than the one you get now. Or start that business that you've always wanted to start. Yes. Yes. And number 3. Now, y'all might think I'm crazy for saying this, but holla if you hear me, okay? I can walk around my house naked, half dressed, or whatever. Hey, it's just me, right? My house. Nobody else is in there, so there you go. That's another added bonus. Number 4, dinner for one. Now, this one is a little tricky for me. And I tell you why, because I like to cook. And it's kind of hard to condense a meal down to where it's enough just for me and not for me and someone else to have and share and have leftovers and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you may have to kind of, if you cook a lot, you may have to kind of work some things around so it'll show and it'll just be you and be enough for you. But hey, you don't have to worry about what anybody else wants for dinner. You can eat what you want. Lastly, and this is on a serious note, I can rest in the comfort of knowing that I raised an amazing son. And he knows that if he needs me, I can and will be there for him. No diggity, no doubt, as the song says. But yeah, I can rest in that. I can rest in the fact of knowing that I raised a good son. I raised a good man. And he's a good man. He's still learning some stuff, but hell, we all are, right? But he's a good child. He's a good child. He's a good son. I couldn't ask for a better one. I've done my job. You've done yours. You've done it. So yes, girl, it's your time. That nest might be empty right now, but you now have the perfect moment in your life to just do you. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that grand? Isn't that a great gift? Doesn't it feel good to know that you raised your kids the best you could? And now your reward is time. Yeah, time. Time is your reward. Time for you. Space for you. Yes. Yes. I wake up every morning and I thank God for waking me up. I thank God for my beautiful son. I thank God for the opportunities that are here and the ones that are coming. So I give praise in advance. And I'm happy because now I know the sky's the limit. I can do it. I don't have that worry anymore. Now, does this mean that when your kids are grown, you don't worry about them? Absolutely not. A mother never stops worrying and caring for their children. That never stops. That won't stop until I stop breathing, right? So I'm always going to be concerned about my son. I'm always going to care about what's going on in his life. But the great thing about when your children are grown is your relationship can now graduate to a new level. So now the things that they couldn't relate to because they were children and they were under your care. They didn't have bills. They didn't have any concerns or anything like that because you took care of everything. But then once they're out on their own, they start to see a lot and experience a lot. So now the conversations we have are just on a different level. And there's this new layer of understanding for him, even though as he was growing up, he did see me struggle a lot. He did see, me go without things, go without sleep, go without new clothes, go without, things like that. But even with him seeing that, it's different now because as an adult that has bills of his own and responsibilities of his own, he now sees, oh, wow, okay, so now I see why when my mom would be like, I don't have the money for us to go X, Y, Z. Because he's like, yeah, rent is due, so I don't have the money to go X, Y, Z. But yeah, so it's a totally different relationship. And I will say, when I do talk to him on the phone or he and I are able to spend time together, it's so beautiful and wonderful. And this phase of our lives, I love it. Now, do I miss he and I being together? And, it was so funny. Yesterday I was in the grocery store and I was walking down the aisle where like the frozen foods and the ice cream and stuff is. And I looked over and I saw something that I used to buy for him all the time. Not all the time, but it would be a treat. Because my son's not big on sweets, but he loves ice cream sandwiches. And I used to buy those for him. So I sent him a text and I was like, I miss buying treats for you. I'm in the ice cream aisle at the grocery store. And he just laughed at that. So yeah, I miss that. I miss us sitting down and, getting a pizza and watching, a Harry Potter marathon or, some other movie or whatever. But now we have other memories that we can do. Other things, So enjoy this point of your life. This time is for you. Like I said on another video, it's not even a matter of this is a new chapter in your life. It's not a new chapter. You're in a whole new book. This is you, the sequel. So it's not even that book, the mommy book, that's done, right? Now it's you, the sequel, the new, the improved. You. It's all about you. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful. So, with that being said, I want to remind you that February is Heart Month and it's Spiritual Wellness Month. So, what I was thinking was, since I am the self-love and empowerment coach, love for me, heart for me, and spiritual wellness kind of go hand in hand. And the love that I concentrate on to help you is self-love. And for me, self-love was more intensified for me when I tapped into my purpose. So this month of February, in the spirit of heart and spiritual wellness, our focus is going to be purpose. So all of the videos, all of my blog posts, everything that I offer to you is going to be all about helping you find your purpose. Because I know at this point in your life, you've raised your kids or you've got teenagers that are about to leave the nest. And you're saying, I don't know what I need to do with the rest of my life. But I can help you tap into that because it's there. Your purpose is there. It's always been there. It's just that now you have that opportunity to tap into it. And that's why I'm here. I want to help you get there. So stay tuned and you'll see some of the new things that I have coming out. But in the meantime, in between time, you can enjoy my videos, my blog posts, and you can still get your free copy of the 5-day challenge called the I Challenge, where you can concentrate on you for a change. So be looking for that. I'm about to put the link in the description because I totally forgot. I'm sorry. So you can do that, and it's totally free. Then that'll put you on my mailing list, and you'll get all my latest blog posts. And then when new products and courses and all that great stuff come from me, you'll be in the know. Be the first to know. All right. So that's all I got. Thanks for joining me, and I appreciate you being here. I love you. I love you. I love you. I absolutely do. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye for now.